Hi, my name is Ken. Today we are going to provide you 7 key maintenance tips to keep your mountain bike suspension running smoothly. Keeping your mountain bike suspension maintained is one of the best ways to ensure you're getting all the performance you can out of your bike. Plus, giving your fork and rear shock a few seconds of attention here and there can prevent costly repairs or even replacements. We want to help you enjoy your new bicycle as long as possible. Many of these tasks can be done at home, but for the ones that you can't, our service department would love to be of assistance. So what can you do at home? Superior suspension will smooth out the roughest trails, but it's important to keep in mind that the more wear and tear, the more often your suspension will need attention. Here are some things you can easily do at home to protect your investment. Tip number 1, clean your fork and shock after every ride. Completely clean your fork and rear shock after each and every ride. Use mild soapy water, rinse with very light pressure water, taking care not to spray water directly at the seal upper tube junction, and wipe dry with a clean soft cloth. Do not use any solvents or degreasers, as these can damage exterior finish and anodized parts. If you don't have access to water, at the very least, wipe off the dust wipers and seals after your ride. Tip number 2, turn your bike upside down. It's okay to turn your bike upside down now and then for about 20 minutes at a time. Although the foam rings work their lubricating magic just fine, turning the bike upside down can help keep those upper fork bushings lubricated. Tip number 3, inspect your uppers regularly. Be sure to inspect your stanchions before and after every ride for scratches, as this sort of damage can carry dirt to the inside of the fork. Stanchion scratches are 911. Bring your fork in for service right away if you see anything out of the ordinary. Tip number 4, double check your sag and adjustments. Every few rides, double check that your suspension sag is correct, as well as your rebound and compression adjustments. If something has changed or the adjustments aren't working as before, some maintenance is likely due. If you're unsure how to do this, stop by either pedal location and we will show you the way. Tip number 5, maintain your suspension at least once a year. Even if you haven't ridden as much as you wanted to, the oils in your suspension will break down, the seals will dry out and crack, and dirt and debris will find their way in. A once-a-year service will keep your suspension running smoothly and lessen the need for a complete replacement. Suspension manufacturers do have certain service intervals as well. Don't wait until you notice a lot of grit, grime, and other buildup around your seals to get your suspension serviced. And certainly don't wait till it feels like you're riding a jackhammer. Plus, having a properly working suspension makes riding a lot more fun. Tip number 6, check your suspension pivots. Regularly keeping an eye on your bike's pivots makes their maintenance easy. That doesn't mean taking everything apart, cleaning and re-greasing after every ride, but routinely wiping dirt and mud off the outside of your suspension when you get home is a great first step. 1, it keeps the dirt from accumulating, and 2, you'll often notice any other issues the bike might develop before they become a bigger problem. When you get back from a wet or muddy ride, it's always a good idea to spend a couple extra minutes wiping the mud away from the pivots and drying the moving parts as well. Tip number 7, bonus tip. Don't pull up on your dropper post. When your dropper post is lowered, do not use the saddle to pick up your bike or pull up on the saddle. Doing so causes cavitation, which is the formation of bubbles in a liquid. In simple terms, when you pull up on your lower dropper post, air mixes with the oil inside, which causes your post to stop working. In conclusion, making regular maintenance a priority will make your product last longer, and in the long run, you'll get much more value out of it. And the icing on the cake is that sweet, buttery, better than new feel you enjoy on the trails.